Okay, perfect. Last we left off, the party had accomplished a long journey to accomplish a relatively simple mission of eliminating a zombie horde that kept plaguing the village of Easting out to the west. After successfully doing so, they went back to the temple where they found a little bit of sanctuary and they were provided shelter and decided to rest and recuperate a bit. After Warcap decided to venture off and collect the pay money without necessarily letting anyone know he was doing it. The party then tried to collect and was then thusly informed that no, payment's already been had. The mushroom has it, and then Graw decided it would be a very good idea to try to talk to small animals in the area to get a good idea of what happened to the priest that aided them in their fight against the undead and the necromancer that was summoning them. And then, thinking less of it and that he can handle himself, the party decided to venture back toward Elversult and see what else lies there for them to try to achieve and accomplish in this upcoming journey. On the way back, a relatively good, in my opinion, encounter happened between the mute Sporecap and a Cyclops, in which, unfortunately, only Sporecap and the Cyclops know what was talked about. But from all you could tell, even though you couldn't understand, the Cyclops was getting more and more upset, not angry, but upset at the context of the dialogue, and decided to leave in a huff. Continuing further on, before getting into Priapol, where you found safe haven, you encountered a chimera. It hurt quite a few of you in a couple of attacks, but you all became savvy enough and decided to knock it out of the air and bring the fucker down a couple pegs and finally chop off a few of its heads. In doing so, you were able to salvage a couple dragon scales, I believe, correct? Someone tried to acquire that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Yes, I,
I
I,
ripped
I
some
have
off.
those.
I think I got its femur.
That's right. So one of you has a a
Or no, I have its
lion-like
arm bone.
femur.
I have an arm
Yeah,
bone.
I have
well, it
I
would
have
be
five
equivalent
scales.
to a femur. It would be equivalent to a femur, and
Or a
Sporecap.
humorist.
Sure, ass. Sporecap has five white dragon scales that are roughly the size of approximately a half dollar.
You said roughly and then approximately.
Shut up. Roughly approximately the size of a half dollar. I'm correct either way.
It's true. It's true.
He's
God
technically
has
correct.
spoken!
You decided to push forward, make your way to pre-approval. Speak to Bren to acquire some of your rooms and collapse in your beds, respectively, and try to get a good night's rest. But before doing so, uh, Yorn had made sure that he got properly fucked up and
Yeah.
drank an acceptable amount of ale. Everyone went to bed. Everyone decided to rest, and that is where we left off last session. How would you guys like to continue your day as the sun has officially set and your day lies ahead of you?
Well,
I figured the plan was to immediately move on to Elversalt, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm sleeping in a little bit because I'm finally back laying on top of my blankets and pillows.
Shadow's gonna go down to the main tavern and order a little breakfast / dinner. His usual
Okay.
kid's meal and a glass of milk.
Absolutely.
Yorn wakes up a little hungover and worried. So he goes down and gets a coffee with a moderate amount of whiskey.
And Samore is going to essentially wake up and head down, look around, look for Shadow, find him sitting.
Right.
Yep.
So as each of you are heading down, Shadow, you are handed your dinner. You are handed your glass of milk. Um, uh, some more. You find your companions and Yorn as you're being given your dinner and your coffee, and he's pouring the bottle that has the liquor to spike your coffee, and he says, "And that's the last of it."
All right. Well, I'll take what I can get. And wait, did I get any?
You did. You got
Okay.
approximately a shot's worth of liquor, but he is informing you, and you probably didn't understand it from the night before due to your
Right.
moderate inebriation, but they've officially run out of alcohol.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, I say no worries, and I just slam the shot and push the coffee away.
We were expecting a shipment from Priapol, or excuse me, Prosker, but they haven't come in about 3 weeks' time. It's been a while.
3 weeks, huh?
Yeah. Hopefully they'll come soon. All right. Enjoy your meal.
All
I
right.
see. He kind of goes back to doing his work.
3 weeks is weird. All right. Well, I take my shot at the bar, leave the glass, and then grab my food and just go sit with everybody else while pulling out my weird little, canteen and take my drink out of that swill. And yeah.
It is nowhere near as fermented as it has been in the past.
Yeah. I
But,
just put some in there.
it's sufficient. It's sufficient. It's wrought with iron.
It'll get rid of my
And-
hangover.
Sure.
And what are you guys doing?
Eating my food.
Yeah, I head down the stairs at about this time, I
Yeah,
think.
I'm still curled up
Yeah.
in bed.
Oh, okay.
With bed being on the floor.
All
So,
right. Well, when everyone gets here, I have very bad news.
So kind of a stupid question here. How tall is the ceiling of the little main hall area?
What are you gonna do?
I would hazard a guess that it's pushing about 10 feet.
I don't like where this is going.
Okay. So as Carl would have come down, he would have just been kind of like, and sliding along the ground using spider climb, and would just kind of go up the walls and like kind of go up and above the barkeep, put in his order for food, and then kind of like slide back over what looks like an empty space and just drop down from the ceiling.
Okay.
I am so happy you didn't have to work tonight.
It was like very lazily just kind of like drop down and flop.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
big time. All right. So, well, you're here. Where's Gra?
Nah.
I point at the ceiling.
Well, Gra's not up there. I don't even know if he likes heights. He's definitely more of a ground person to me. All right. Well, I continue eating while we're waiting. Oh, and then I mentioned, by the way, the bartender was saying that they were supposed to get they're out of booze. The bartender was saying they were supposed to get a shipment, but it's like 3 weeks late. So, if we want, we could maybe ask what's up with that and see if we can make some money out of that deal if you guys are feeling it.
Maybe.
Okay. Something a little on the side before we go back to Eversult.
Just to remind you, Sean, that town you mentioned, Prosecure, that was the one where the people were acting all weird.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying they were supposed to come from Proscure, So, I mean, I'm sure they would have left if it's those weird people. If they had told him, hey, we're going to bring a shipment. Well, okay, cool. But I'm guessing they got lost on the way. So all we got to do is go back that way. And then, isn't that on the way to Eversult anyway?
It's north.
It's north? Okay. Well, either way, basically between here and there, I would guess we would find, something that would put us on the trail. If it's in that town, we are not going in that town. So fuck that. But, they were definitely weird.
Well, as Carl pulls out a map and starts looking at it, they can either go west to Easting and then east, or east to Eversult and west.
Oh, so we'd have two routes to check, huh?
So, I really think we should check Eversult first.
Well, we may not want to check Eversult first. I'm trying to wait for Graw to get here before I mention, but he seems to be taking a while. So we'll just dive into this. So we're all being hunted by an assassin death cultist.
Okay.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that one.
Well, aren't you still sleeping?
I'm still sleeping.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to get here. Get over here. Because I'm just going to have to say the whole thing again.
Fine.
Fuck it, I don't want to say this twice. I'm going to go knock, and I just go over to your door and beat the fuck out of you.
After you're beating on it pretty heavily, Bren behind the counter says, "It should be unlocked."
Well,
I
I'm
don't
trying
think
to wake
he knows
him
how
up.
to lock a door.
You don't want to walk in on one of these when they're waking up. So I continue beating on it.
How violent do I want to be? Can I do any kind of roll to see if my tail can grab like a chair and throw it at the door?
Yeah, we can try that again. This would be a dexterity check with disadvantage, assuming you're not getting out of bed.
Yes, I'm still in I'm still wrapped in blankets and pillows, and the tail is just like coming out of the blankets.
Yeah, go ahead.
I need to bring my character.
Dexterity check at disadvantage.
Dexterity at disadvantage. Okay.
So you go to grab a chair, and it's like just out of reach. The tip of your tail is like whacking it, and the more you do this, the further and further it goes away.
All you're gonna hear from behind the door is just loud.
And I go, get out here. I'm trying to explain we're going to die.
And I'll slowly get out of my blanket fortress and like just push the door open with my head.
I look at the bartender and go, you better give him whatever the last of the meat you have is.
You got it. And he goes to prep the same proportions that he had given you last
That, like
time.
one of
Right,
my
right.
This time, not in a bucket, on a proper plate.
like my
Because
eyes
he got
are,
yelled at last time.
my eyes are like half open, and I look up to Yorn and go, "What?"
I go, just come over and have a seat. We're going to find out how we're going to die.
And my head's just gonna like lurch up as I kind of waddle over to the table. like think alligator walk. That's what I was doing.
So we all sit down and I go, okay, guys, I just got to say, so I haven't really mentioned it because I was hoping it wasn't going to be a problem, but it's going to be a problem. So last night, before I totally passed out, and trust me, I wasn't too drunk to know what was happening here. I had somebody from my past, spoke to me. And, well, he's not very happy that I'm hanging out with you guys. And he knows we're going to Eversult. So if we could, not go there for a little while and maybe throw him off the trail, that'd be sweet. So he's a death cultist, and he kind of wants everyone dead.
Everyone being
Me and the party.
what did we do?
And trust me, if we split up, he's still going to come after you. He's a little nuts. Picture me, but actually schizo.
Why all of us? Why not just you?
Because you're hanging out with me. I was hoping he was going to come for Ram, and that Ram would just fucking kill him. Way, way back. That never happened, and sadly, I figured, well, it's been months, maybe he's not coming after me, and so I went off with you guys, and, well, he knows now, and has figured out where we are and where we're going. So, there's that. Now, on the upside, if we get to Eversult, which hopefully he won't find us on the way there, because then we're going to be in deep shit. But if we get to Eversult, then maybe Ram will help fight him. So that would be sweet, because we're going to need it.
I go ahead and step forward from the back and ask, what did you do to get him to come after you?
I left.
You
So
left.
I was in a different death cult, and they caught me studying forbidden lore, and I kind of got kicked out, but also kind of just left. And he's, like I said, kind of schizo and weird and insane. So he thinks that I left him specifically as a friend, and and the rest of them, of course, but he thinks the only way that I can return is through death. So he's coming to kill me, and since he saw all of you with me, he now wants to kill all of you as well.
Well, that's a stupid reason to kill all of us.
Well, he was a little mad and said that I replaced them so quickly, and that I replaced them with monsters. Remember, they're all still human, like me. And so now he's kind of got a grudge against you guys, too. So.
So he's at Elversult right now.
We don't know that. I don't really know where he is.
Well, where are we going if we're not going there?
So the bartender said that from what was Proscure, they were going to get a shipment of booze and, well, shipment of really just supplies in general. And that shipment is about 3 weeks late. And so I'm thinking if we go the not Eversult way to there, then maybe we could, hopefully throw him off the trail for a little while. I don't know. And maybe he would get tired of waiting around Eversult to kill us.
So basically, you want us to go the long way around?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if possible.
About that.
We could try killing him if you want. I just don't think it's going to be very easy.
So, Ram reached out to me and spoke words into my mind and said we should go back to Elversult and hang out with him for a bit. We should probably go back.
All right.
Between your buddy and him, I'd rather not piss him off.
I do get that. I do agree. And I do also think that Ram might help out a little. So that could be that could be good. I'm just really hoping if we take the straight to Eversult move, then we might see him along the way. And I'm really hoping we see him in Eversult, with like Rom around versus not in Eversult, in the woods, because we're dead.
Well, I wanted to get back to Elversult because I need to see the blacksmith, but
Shadow
whatever.
So I mean, I'm down with whatever because he's gonna kill me eventually. I'm just hoping that I can, not die by that point.
Well, I'm okay to go around Elversult for now if everyone else is. I suppose I can wait to see Brock.
I mean, I'd rather not piss off Rom.
Also a thing. Yeah, there is definitely also that.
Well, do you think we're going to be in a fight in the middle of town? We could always just go straight to Rom.
This guy's pretty nuts. I feel like the fight is literally going to happen in our bed quarters while we're sleeping, wherever that may be.
So then what does it matter? We
Yeah.
should just head straight back.
Yeah.
Or is there a way we can get a message to Ron?
Well, how many days travel is it if we go straight back, like the quick way?
You would know because you've made this journey thus far. It was about 8 days for you to travel on the road from Elversult to Easting. And pre-April was dead center at 4 days.
Yeah.
So you're about 4 days left.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. I'm just gonna say that's a good 3 nights, well, days that we'd be sleeping, kind of out in the open. So there is that.
What if we can send a message? Do we have any way of sending a message to Ron directly? A pigeon, something.
I don't think so.
I could
Shadow
try.
shrugs.
I could try to talk to the animals and see if one of them will go run up ahead.
That'd be sweet.
I think
What
I
is-
can actually do
Shadow, what did you say?
I said shadow shrugged.
I did mention all of this to Ram, when he met me, which is why he was letting me stay for so long. But then, it was kind of like, he didn't see a threat anymore. So he was like, get the fuck out of here, and sent me off with you guys. But, so he'll kind of understand, at least, to keep a lookout for a dude that's kind of dressed like me. And maybe acting weirder than me.
So if I'm sharing a message with Rom, what am I telling this bird to tell him?
You can tell him. Hang on. I gotta find him. You can tell him that Salvo is around and
Salvo.
very angry.
His name is Salvo.
Salvo Fook.
Fook. Fine. And I'm going to just turn and head right outside, and I'm going to start casting Speak with Animals.
Don't use a cat.
I won't use a cat.
Takes about 10 minutes for this to happen.
Yep.
Does anyone want anything or want to do anything while he's performing this little ritual?
Yes.
I really
would
think
like
that
to
we
use perception because I'm a freak and I'm very, very nervous right now.
Go for it.
Damn it.
I mean, usually wait until I say something, but yeah, you're in a bar. You see your friends around you. As far as you can tell, Bren is the exact same nervousness as he's always been around you all. Yeah, that's it. Like, the Shadow was picky because today's meal had some greens on it that he wasn't a big fan of, so that's left on his plate. That's
My
what you get with an
character
11.
is sweating bullets. And not sure what to look at.
Can I do my pipes, or is it no? Or it's been a long rest, yeah?
It's a brand new day. Give it a shot.
Pipe time.
Come on. Nope.
That was so fucking close.
Yeah, yeah. It's been like a week and a half now
Multiple.
since. Yeah.
Yep. All right. 10 minutes go by, unless anyone else. Sorry.
Carl's just gonna be like, I'd really not want to piss off Rom.
I hear you. I hear you. I think we're going there. We're just gonna send an animal ahead of us. Hopefully a bird, so it's faster. I don't know how it's gonna talk to Rom though. I kind of just thought about that.
Can we just tie a note to its leg?
Well,
He can read common.
we gotta go get Gra and write a note. So,
I mean, I'm still outside for a good 10 minutes.
yeah, I go over to the bartender and ask him for a quill and some paper real quick and maybe a little bit of string to tie it.
He doesn't have any paper, but he has like a small napkin. What serves as a napkin for the most part. That he can lend you.
Okay. Well, I guess.
Don't you
that'll
have
do.
paper in your in your kit?
So we should have some stuff in the bag of
Oh.
holding here.
Okay.
I forgot that I had some other stuff, like a potion of fire breath and 2 potions of healing.
Yep.
And the poison dart.
Hmm.
Yeah, those are things.
Those might come in handy.
Do we not have any paper left? I guess not. Well, no, I'm not gonna be an asshole.
What were you gonna write on the paper then? It was.
I was gonna write, Rom. This is, Yorn. I wanted to let you know we are on our way back, but keep an eye out for Salvo. He's looking for me and the party, like right now.
Did you say that out loud, or did you just kind of paraphrase that to the party?
I wouldn't mind saying that out loud.
Okay, I'm gonna walk outside then,
Okay. What do
and
you
I'm
do?
gonna tear a page out of my journal and write down a shorter version of what Yorn said,
Yep.
like titled "Rom, we are coming." Yorn, followed by, and the name of the guy.
Salvo.
Got it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And I'm going to cast Animal Messenger.
Okay.
Actually, before that, do I see any tiny beasts around for me to cast this?
Yeah, there's some sparrows around you. There are some squirrels in local trees. I don't know how far. What's the range on Animal Messenger?
It's 30 feet. I'd
Okay.
have to walk closer then, probably.
Yeah, I mean, you see small birds on top of the buildings.
Okay,
That would be the closest to you. The trees are a little bit further off.
gotcha.
The bird would probably be best. I doubt it'll get eaten.
Yeah, I'll try and
Can you
grab.
post
I'll try and
Animal
grab the
Messenger in the
attention.
chat, please?
Yeah, here you go. I'll try and grab the attention of the bird then.
Okay.
Do I see Sporcup come out and like go to do his thing?
Yeah, and as you see him, he quickly pulls out a journal that you've probably seen before, being around him. But after he jots something down and shreds it, he starts to glow blue.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep charging or concentrating on my spell.
Okay. And I go, all right, after I see him walk out, after like I say that out loud. And then I continue to write down my message on the napkin and then tie that, well, roll it up and then bring it out. And I go up to Gra and go, hey, when you are able to like call over a bird, can you get him to like sit on my arm so I can like tie this to his leg or something? It's the message for Ram, because I just realized Ram's not going to be able to understand a bird.
Before I answer that, for a DM question, when I'm casting a spell as a ritual, can I talk while doing it?
It's advised that you don't.
Yeah, that's what
Otherwise,
I thought.
you might need to restart.
All
You
right.
can probably do like one-word answers, but few and far between.
All right, so all I'm gonna say in response is is just basically, give me a second.
Well, yeah, okay.
how I imagine, I think I've mentioned this before, but how I imagine you are providing the vocal components for this is, I want to talk to animals. I want to talk to animals. I want to talk to animals. But yeah. Eventually the spell triggers. You realize that you're starting to understand a lot of smaller voices around you, and you acknowledge Yorn and his request.
Yep.
You're looking for a bird?
Yeah, I'll be looking for a bird.
You have seen one fly off of Sportcap's hand. That's the closest one that you've seen.
Okay. As he leaves Sportcap's hand, I'm just gonna speak out to him. I'm just gonna say, "Hey,
Got a mission. Bye.
hey, I got another mission."
Bye. And he flies off.
With that, my tail is gonna slap on the ground, and I'm gonna glare at Sportcap.
I wave at him.
All right,
I have
fine.
no idea what's going on because I can't understand bird, so I'm just like, okay.
I wave at Gra, and then I point to the bird as it's flying away.
Where did you send him?
Sorry, and I point down the road.
To Rom.
I just point down the road.
I'm gonna look to Yorn and go, "I need another bird."
I'm gonna look back at you and go, buddy, I don't speak animal. Can you only speak animal
yeah,
right
that's
now,
it.
or can you speak people too?
You can speak people.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. You need another bird?
Yes.
All right. I look around. I'll use perception.
Go for it.
That's better.
Yeah, there are definitely a bunch of birds around. The next closest, though, would be on the guard shack.
Okay, so I point over to the one on the guard shack.
All right. As you point, I'm gonna use my tail to grab the note out of your hand
Yeah.
and go, "I got it. Thanks. Bye."
Okay. Can you tie that without thumbs? As you walk off.
maybe you should come with.
And I go, okay, and then follow.
And I'm gonna do my little crocodile walk over to the shack.
Yep.
And
This one's a bit bigger.
Okay.
It's a crow.
with that, I'll look up to him and go, "Hey, I need you to do something for me."
What's in it for me?
What do you want?
What's he saying?
He says he won't do it without a gift.
Oh, dude, it's a crow. Hang on. And I literally pull out a piece of silver.
And then I'll point up to his hand with my tail and go, "How about that?"
Make an animal handling check.
Ooh.
Who, me or him?
No, you're offering the silver, so you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Mine is terrible.
Oh, mine's terrible too.
Is it a minus
What is
one?
that? I don't know. We'll find out. I don't remember what mine is. Oh my God! Yes.
Incredible.
So yeah, I hold up the coin.
It comes flittering down. It grabs the piece of silver in its maw and just rests on your hand.
Beautiful.
And its beak, not maw, beak.
Tell it I said thank you.
He says, "Thank you."
Tell it, that we needed to go to Eversult while I'm tying the message to his leg real quick. And I start doing all that. And tell him to take it to Rom specifically. He'll be in the biggest house in Eversult.
Do you know the towns around here? Can you spit out the coin for a second?
Spits out the coin. Not well.
Do you know the town to the east? And I'll point that way with my tail.
That's far.
Well, we need you to deliver a message to that town.
That's far.
Well, you have wings. I need you to do it.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, that's a little better.
That's far.
He's crowing really sad. Does he want more silver?
He says it's really far away.
Okay. Tell him one more piece of silver?
How about more silver?
They're heavy.
What if
Understandable.
What you don't know that.
Right, but I
What-
didn't think about that
what
until
do-
now. He'd be carrying all that. That's kind of stupid that I'm offering that. I just know crows like shiny.
Look, do you have a nest around here or something?
Yeah.
Can we just put that there as thanks for you delivering this?
More.
Okay.
More?
Tell him I'll do 5 silver on top of the one he's already got.
What about 4 silver?
Make a persuasion check. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand Yorn.
I'll just say
No,
like,
I know that.
oh my god!
So
What's up?
while they're doing that, Carl's gonna go out and gather up some like rocks, and he's gonna take a screwdriver and carve a 1 into one, a 2 into another, and honestly, I can just apparently do this as many times as I want to. Beautiful. Oh, I can only do it up to my intelligence modifier. So, all right. So he's gonna have a rock that's carved with a 1 in it, a 2 in it, and a 3 in it,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna basically go one by one and record, because they can only have 6 seconds of recording per rock. He's like, "Rom, it's Carl. We're on our way. Apparently, Yorn's mad or upset about some crazy." And stop the first rock. On the second rock, guy named Lodo or something. I don't know. Some death cultist. He's
Lodo.
afraid of him. We're on our way. Oh, I didn't need 3. Well, he'll take the third one and he presses it with the screwdriver and it just lights up. No. He takes the screwdriver and presses it again and just records a scream. Yeah. Gathers up the little rocks. I got the message, guys.
What are you doing?
He presses the 1 and it plays the recording
Well, how you
How
getting
long
those
does the
to
spell
Ron?
last?
indefinitely until he makes more.
Nice.
Then the oldest one goes away.
Got it.
Oh, no, the third one. I'm sorry. I didn't read my own damn spells. I apologize.
You should. You should.
The first one,
You want to post it in chat so I'm
Yes.
aware?
magical tinkering. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
25 words of text.
Oh,
So
Oh.
It's the message spell. Or the
yes,
sending spell.
he literally presses the rock with the screwdriver, and like you just see a picture of Carl holding a thumbs up in his dwarf or in his drow form, and next to it there's text coming up saying something basically along the lines of, "Rom, we're on the way. Yorn is worried about whatever the fuck his name is. See you
So
soon."
it has to be 25. It has to be 25 words within 6 seconds. Understood.
Oh no, it's just 25 words of text for the static visual. The recording is 6 seconds of recording.
Oh, so you were
He's just gonna
recording
make it
actual
one
text
rock with a message. Yeah.
with actual
And
text.
the-
Okay.
And the other 2 rocks,
Right.
he's just gonna have the same effect of just like, okay, so it's a static visual. I don't know. He'll probably make it like some weird transformations of himself or something, or just like make them look really retarded.
Cool.
Like
Alright.
one of them is just like a picture of like it'd be you press the rock and like an image of Yorn being scared shows up, and you press the other one and it's just like Grawl looking at him as Grawl is likely looking at Carl right now. With like
Okay.
a look of confusion. So I have your messages.
What are you
Going-
What are you
right.
doing with those rocks?
Going back to the conversation with Graw and the crow.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
More.
Even with Carl saying all of that and fucking around with rocks, I'm gonna look to Yorn and say he wants more.
All right. Tell him 2 more. Actually, let me try, because you don't have shiny things to show him. So then I produce 6
Silver.
silver.
All right, as you hold those
and
up,
just kind of showed at him, with animal handling.
yeah, as you hold those up, I'll say, how about
Oh, damn.
those?
You didn't need to roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Roll when I tell. But with you presenting the actual and not just saying it, because it's a bird, doesn't have incredibly high intelligence.
Oh,
Show
true.
him the shiny.
Yeah.
He's incredibly amenable to the fact that he's being shown 6 pieces of silver.
Okay.
So yeah,
With that, I'll just.
he's
say,
like, okay, what do I need to take?
Okay.
It's already on your foot.
Okay.
Just bring it to the. You would say it's the biggest house in Elversult, right? That would be the main hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring it to the biggest house you can see in the town to the east, and look for a man in whatever the hell Rom wears.
Like red robes.
Red robes. Yeah.
Like in the image that is presented, it's very similar. Nowhere near as neo-futuristic as it's meant to be, but very, very sleek, streamlined robe wear, silver hair, dark skin. You describe Rom to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then with that, I'll just say, where's your nest?
Up there. And his head turns to where he was just perched.
Guard tower.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll put it up there now. I just say make a motion like, I'm going to put it up there, and then I start to go up there.
Make an athletics check. You need to climb on the building.
I love that this campaign has turned into Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a good time.
And it's all while a big land shark is talking to him.
I'm pretty good at climbing.
Surely.
Dr. Doolittle with the cast of Jaws.
Kevdick pops out and, what are you doing?
I'm paying this bird so it takes a message to Rom.
Get off my building!
Don't worry, I'm going to be down in a second. I just got to put this in his nest.
Carl just looks over to Kevdak. Don't worry, I told him it's okay. I'm half you now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sees the transformation happen. No. Closes the door and goes back inside.
All right, you're good, Yorn.
Thanks,
He'll be rocking back and forth in a corner for an hour.
Perfect.
It's fine. The scars are only emotional.
Okay. So,
yeah, I put
with all that
in his
being
nest
said,
and then,
the note is tied on his ankle.
Yeah.
The little rock that is presented with he can only have a second foot, but I guess both rocks, the one with Yorn frightened and the static text rock, are given to the bird, and he flies off in about the direction that you pointed.
As he leaves,
Okay.
I'm gonna shout out, "Don't mess it up."
I mean, the static text rock also has a picture of Carl in his dwarven drow form, looking forward and winking with a thumbs up.
All right. So, with all that being said, your messages are sent. You feel as though you're pretty comfortable in that word is going to get to Rom.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do from here?
Well, I guess
up
we
his
can head out
anti-illusion.
now.
Oh wait, as the crow leaves, I'm gonna look to Yorn and just say, "Where's my meat?"
Oh, that's back in the bar. I'm sorry, bud. Yeah, I forgot. You didn't get a chance to eat. I kind of just told everyone we were going to die. Yeah, let's go back in so you can finish eating real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back in and just stuff my face.
The bartender's just
As
hiding
you were
in the
exiting,
corner.
so as you were exiting the building in order to cast the ritual spell, is when the platter of food was laid on the table for you, and it's the same proportions you had last time, the triple size proportion. It's very tasty, but subpar in terms of quantity.
Okay.
You're a bit big.
I'll survive. I'll shove it down my gullet as quickly as possible. And then as I finish it, I'm gonna slide the platter off the table and to the bar on the floor.
Okay.
Like a hard slap.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's uncalled for.
Thanks. And then I'm gonna leave.
You're welcome.
Okay, we're leaving now. I don't know if we'll be back, but in case we're not, goodbye.
travel safe. We hope to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
We enjoy your patronage.
Do they, though?
I enjoy your blankets.
Roll an insight check.
Wait, me?
Yeah, it's what you were asking.
Wait for
Roll an
what?
insight check.
Sarcastic, but fuck it.
He definitely does not.
Beckett, hold on.
So Carl's gonna do one of his other effects. He's going to, as we're leaving, drop by the door a rock. Oh no!
Idea.
He incredibly enjoys every single one of yours company and wish he could stay.
Shadow has just got this biggest smile after he says that.
Utterly depressed that you guys are leaving.
Like, he is like, they love us. Like, this is awesome. They're so nice.
I just look at you really weird. Like, really? Think so. But okay.
Oh my god, that was.
I wave at them.
Fail.
I wave at them as we're leaving.
So Carl will take the third rock that's unused and tap a screwdriver to it, and it starts making the basically an insanely loud cricket noise that can be heard up to 10 feet away. He will drop it next to the door and kind of cover it with dirt and walk away.
That's so mean.
All right.
God damn.
Where's that fucking cricket?
I'm going to ask because you're burying it relatively like a couple of feet or a foot or two, right?
Yeah, I'm not even like gonna bury it. I'm just gonna kind of like kick dirt over it,
Oh, okay, then never mind.
kind of like tap it into the ground because it's a rock.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, I was gonna have you roll a survival check, but if it's not going, if it's like literally gonna be pressed into the dirt, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's a rock. It looks
Yeah,
like a rock. The only thing that's different is that it
It's
makes a cricket
constantly
noise.
cricketing.
Yes,
This is incredible.
Yep,
and you'll hear it up to 10 feet away permanently,
yep,
or until I make new things.
exactly.
Incredible.
All right.
I dig it.
I left them a present.
We have tortured this town so much.
You guys have tortured this town so much.
You're a giant
was
mushroom.
fun.
You're freaking enough just looking at you.
Shadow just looks
It's
over and
okay.
goes,
I'm
"But I
half
thought they liked
cactus."
us."
I'm sorry, Shadow. What was that?
Shadow just looks over and goes, "But I thought they liked us."
They love us.
So, you guys continue your journeys, heading eastbound toward Elversult, your home base. For the sake of brevity, I would like,
Yes.
at one night, your travels back are not fraught with danger whatsoever. The roads are actually quite clear, more clear than they've been in a while. But one night into one morning, as you guys are prone to take watch, I would like one of you to roll a perception check for your watch.
I will do it. Even though I have a terrible
This would be during the day shift. So okay, it's not an utter failure. But as you guys are about 30 feet off the road into the brush, trying to stay relatively out of sight during your rest, during your watch, about 2 days out from Priapol, you hear a carriage, a large carriage, a familiar carriage that is heading westbound.
Carriage, you say? Well, that wouldn't happen to be Brock, would it? Was it Brock? I think
You
it
were
was Brock.
asleep.
I'm gonna
Oh, I was asleep. Oh, okay.
Can I?
Oh,
can
I
step-
am asleep. I go.
Can I step a bit closer to take a closer look? I mean, I
Yeah,
don't.
roll
I
s-
don't have a disadvantage in the daytime. I don't have that kind
Yep.
of
No. Roll stealth.
stealthy. Oh, I should have.
Assuming you don't want to be seen.
I will do stealth. Why? All the low rolls.
Okay.
Get the fuck out.
As you're creeping out, you observe coming up a incredibly large carriage being pulled by a singular horse. And as soon as you see it, you immediately recognize it as the one that captured you and Sportcap that one
Ooh.
fateful day.
Is it empty or full?
Currently, you can't tell. It's relatively enclosed. As you remember, it was enough space to house you, Sportcap, feed for all the people inside, which was a total of 5. The 5 people having enough space to walk around, and all of their capture supplies.
That is a big wagon.
A very large wagon being pulled by a singular horse. A relatively regularly sized horse.
The fuck? It must be magic.
And as you notice this and the panic sets in, you immediately try to turn and head back in to get out of sight, and a twig snaps under your foot. And the carriage rider sees you immediately. Oi, we got a big one!
I'm going to turn right back around and say, are you from Elversult?
Aye.
And then I'm going to just like go up on my hind legs and show the mark on my chest. So you already caught me once.
That we did.
Where are you off to now?
Anywhere the road takes us.
Not
Should
off
we capture
hunting
you again
anywhere?
and try to get our fee back?
Yes.
You can try if you want to. I mean, I'm all alone.
So can I wake up since I don't get surprised? I don't know how close this is to me sleeping.
Nothing. They're about 30, 40, 50 feet away from
That's
you at the
pretty
moment.
far. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like the closest would be Graw. And while he's not necessarily being quiet, it's nothing that's out of the norm.
Yeah.
You guys have heard
Right.
carriages cross paths in before.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, so I'm just going to say, you want to capture me again?
No. He might be upset.
I mean, it might be easy this time. I mean, I'm alone just like before.
Make a deception check.
Come on!
No, you're not. No, we caught you with the mushroom last time. And assuming he didn't kill you, he most likely didn't kill the mushroom.
And what's to make you think that we'd be walking together?
He said that he had big plans for you. Big plans for all of you. I had seen a couple of others, but... or at least heard about a couple of others on my previous visit. Well, I hope you like the new one.
New one?
Yeah! And he rides along.
I'm going to just watch as they leave. And then I'm going to walk back to the group. Did anyone wake up from this?
No.
Okay. I'm going to... Who's... I'm just going to wake up everyone. As I come back, I'm just going to kind of shout out like... oh no, I'm going to go to Sportcap. I'll kind of nudge him. And I'll say, I just ran into the carriage that captured us.
Sportcap?
That sounds about like the accurate response.
I know. I was like, he's just gonna stare at you.
I'm going to give him one more nudge, and if he doesn't say anything, I'm just going to kind of roll my eyes and huff. Just, ugh. You never respond. Then I'm gonna walk over to the rest, between all four of them, just, and I'm gonna slap my tail against the ground really loudly, and
I am up.
and shout like, the carriage that captured Sporecap and I just wandered by.
In a groggy state, I'll ask, why didn't you kill him?
I feel that would not be a smart move.
What carriage?
Yeah, you didn't have to get captured. So I'm not sure about the rest of you, but Sporecap and I were put in a carriage inside of a cage, and were brought to Elversult outside of our own whim.
They were able to capture you both?
Surprisingly.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I look at Samir and go, that's why he didn't try to kill him.
But the important thing here is, before leaving, he said that I hope I enjoy that he said he hopes that I enjoy the new one.
The new what?
I don't know.
Well, what'd you tell him?
I asked if he was off hunting other animals, if he was trying to capture more creatures. He didn't exactly answer it, but he did hint at something or someone being an addition to, well, the creatures they've captured, whatever that might mean.
Oh, no.
So I think we should get to town quick.
So Ram might have met Salvo.
All right, I'm back.
And they might be friends now. I'm just thinking out loud here, guys. But, we might be walking into a very, very, very extremely dangerous situation.
Well, I think we need to check it out.
Sure.
Jumping back like 2 minutes, that was basically how the interaction with Graw and Sporkap went. I kind of just stared at you the whole time.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
All right, and then that's going to be it. Unless we need to rest longer for the rest of the full rest, or it's still daytime, right?
It is daytime.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So this would be pushing right around like high noon.
Okay. Well, then that'll be all I really have to share. I'll just say finish your rest, and we need to get moving when dusk comes.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I go back to sleep.
All of you go back to sleep. Graw goes back on his shift of watching, and Yorn, you receive a message right before you conk out. Message received. I'll see you soon.
Oh, fuck. All right. And I just go, I'll tell him in the morning, and then pass out. All right.
Okay.
Next evening, then?
Yeah. Dusk happens. You all start to rouse. You all start to make your way on the road. And again, things go along fairly uneventfully. You eventually make it back outside of the city of Elversult. And as you're approaching it, you're about a mile out. When those who are incredibly perceptive would definitely see it a little bit further before, but you're noticing like billowing smoke almost. It abnormal. Like you've seen smokestacks every now and then, especially from bakers, from the forge that has started with Brock in charge of. There are smokestacks every now and then, but this is akin to a fire.
Oh.
A semi-large one too.
I think we should pick up the pace.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Somebody's burning the rest of the town.
Okay. So, as you all are making your way, you start to getting closer, and you notice that the fire is not in the town, but outside of the town. and that there are guards posted and wagons moving material out toward the fire. And as you enter the city gates one more time, the guards acknowledge your presence, they let you by, and you see that the wall has been taken out.
Oh.
That many buildings from the ruins are gone. The land is still terribly like sundered, gross, and full of grime and dirt.
Sure.
But material is moving its way out and being burned.
As we come in, I'm gonna talk to one of the guards and just say, what's going on?
Well, we're trying to harvest the land back to, expand a bit.
Is it safe for you?
I mean, I'm just watching the road.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm just gonna keep walking. That's all I got.
Yep. All right.
Bye.
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 Okay.
Now I have
But
no
yeah.
detours to make. I'm interested in going straight to Rom.
Yeah, so as we're walking up, I go, by the way, guys, I forgot to tell you the other evening when we all woke up. But Salvo said he'd see me here.
That was not Salvo.
That wasn't?
No.
Oh,
That was
okay.
Rom. That was
Oh,
Rom.
okay. Okay.
You recognize the voice as Rom.
Oh, okay. Never mind. So yeah, Ram knows we're coming, so everything should be good. Just hopefully.
All right.
Just keep an eye out, like I said, for someone that kind of looks like me, but's acting even weirder.
Should be easy.
All right. As you make your way through town, it is dawn as you enter the city limits. Are you all heading immediately toward the town hall?
That's all I'm interested in right now. Yeah.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go with them.
Okay, you all enter the town hall. You're greeted by the staff there. You let them know that you're going to see Rom, and they know that you've been there before. As you approach the door, it's closed.
All right.
I'm not
Is
even.
it
I'm just gonna reach for the
You wanna
knob
check?
and see if it's
Yeah,
if
Carl
it'll
will check.
open. Yeah.
Okay. Not locked.
Carl's just gonna walk right in.
Yep. I'm right
Okay.
behind him.
Mm-hmm.
In
You guys
the room.
really should knock as they walk in.
dwarven drow form. I'm home.
Land
Oh,
shark
boy.
form.
Yeah. As you enter the room, you see Rom as he's getting out from behind his desk, and
I see a gray screen.
It's loading.
I know.
Let me refresh. Nope, there
There
it
you
is.
go, okay.
There it is.
you're all popping in.
90%.
The fuck is that?
It's Goliath from Evolve.
What the fuck?
I don't know what that is.
So, as you all enter the room, you see Rom as he's making the turn around his desk and heading toward all of you and saying, "Welcome back. I've acquired a new companion for you."
Is that right?
What?
And can I make a perception check to see what that is? If I've
Is that
seen
a
it?
werewolf?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay.
Roll perception.
Perception. Oh, fucker.
Doesn't matter. You've definitely recognized one of this. It takes a second, a little bit longer for you to recall it, but you've encountered one of these before.
Is that a werejackal?
It's a color patterning might be slightly different, a little bit more dirty and grimy, but this is a warg.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
neat.
Ian, if you would like to describe your character.
Hi guys, my name's Pyroar. I come from the forests. I like to roam around towns digging in graveyards. I don't know how I end up here.
I'm just gonna like stare at you for a second and then back to Rom. Say, a creature that likes to dig in the graveyards is joining us.
I was just gonna look at Yorn.
What?
I was
Like
well
bone.
informed. I was well informed by the same group that acquired you and the mushroom over there that he put up more of a fight than you two did.
Ooh,
More of
bogus.
a fight, huh? I'm gonna walk up right next to him. Just give him a little sniff down.
What the fuck you doing?
You get close and you smell a smell of decay and rot that seems a little familiar considering you've been fighting zombies for a little while, and it's familiar, but it's not overtly sinister in any way.
Is that smell what you've dug up or you?
It's probably what I've dug up.
I'd like to roll an insight check.
Roll an insight check.
So while this is going, Carl's just gonna look to Rom. So what? We have this thing now? What's next? Some sort of lizard man?
Shadow's just gonna go, what?
No, you know what I mean. Big, aquatic, smells like swamp.
Shadow like smells his armpit real quick.
No.
Right.
You smell like dirt. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I was kindly asked if I wanted to still acquire creatures to use in my campaign for the city. I didn't want to turn an opportunity down, and you all seem to be taking your sweet time getting back.
Well, it does take 8 days to get there, and 8 days to get back.
Not for me.
La-di-da, mister, I can turn into people.
All right. No need to get hostile. By the way, the insight check. The smell that's emanating from you, is it dead people and such?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's lovely.
if you all would like to introduce yourselves, he had mentioned that he is Pyror and a grave robber of sorts. Would you like to introduce yourselves to him? Tell him what you're good at? Maybe he'll tell you what he's good at. I'm hating having to play the parent here.
I got you, Rom. Hey there, Pyror. I'm Yorn, and I'm somewhat of a grave robber myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just so happens that I really like bones. You want some? And then I open my little satchel and bust out some fingers and like rotting bones and shit.
That's tasty as fuck.
Oh, you eat these? Huh.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I use them in rituals mainly.
You dig up
I
four
think
from
we're
each-
gonna get along just fine.
You both are gross.
So, Carl will wander up to him in his very extraordinarily fat drow form with a beard.
So I understand the token may be a little deceiving, but what you see in front of you is an incredibly stout, incredibly wide, bearded elven figure. A hairy chest that has this pulsating symbol, which is very similar in design to the symbol that is on your shoulder, but it is glowing.
Oh, I'm Carl. I'm half dwarf, half drow, half Kevdak, and half chest.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. And he kind of like goes over and starts sliding up the wall and onto the ceiling.
One of you go say hi.
I'm just staring him down.
At
Okay.
this point, Shadow just kind of like slowly make his way up and
Okay.
go, I'm Shadow.
Hi there.
He'll just kind of wave and then just kind of take a step back again.
Then I walk over because I know how this is gonna go. I walk over and do this guy right here to my right. This is Mushroom Man. He's a mushroom. Sometimes he's a cat. Sometimes he's a goat. Sometimes, well, apparently he can be a lot of things. But you gotta kind of look real close, and there's usually something that gives away that he's Mushroom Man. Usually it's the fact that the animal will respond to you. And he doesn't talk, so you got to play charades when you talk to him.
I wave at the warg.
Okay then.
Yeah. Alright. So anyway, noticing the warg in the room, I slowly walk over. And Andy, how big is comparative to where I stand?
It was like
To where
6.5
you
feet.
stand,
Because
yeah,
I'm 6 foot tall.
yeah, he is a little bit taller than you, a couple inches taller than you, shorter than Sport Cap,
Okay. So not
but
so
right, but built incredibly large like Graw. Nowhere near as long, but built large like Graw. Stands taller.
Okay. Well, I look up slightly. And I just say my name some more. And it's like word of the wise. Stay alive. We need you.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, speak for
And then I
yourself.
retreat back down to next to Shadow.
I should ask, actually. Is he on 4 legs or 2 legs right now?
2.
4 legs. 2? No, I should be on 4.
You're 7 feet tall on 4 legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How tall am I again? I forgot my dimensions.
You're about 4.5, 5 feet tall, but you're about like 8 feet long from
Okay.
nose to tail.
You big
okay.
boy.
Staring down. What Pyroar was your name?
Yeah.
Staring down Pyroar as some more leaves. I'll just kind of glare at some more and say, "Well, you can speak for yourself." I'm Graw, and my tail's gonna slap the ground and go, the strongest one of the group, the only one that stays in the front.
Negligently. Oh, I'm sorry. Leroy Jenkining every single encounter that we have. No strategy at all. We know where your wisdom lies.
And it always works.
It does work. He does make a point.
But he was almost dead in the ground.
It would have been better if someone fully clad in armor would be up front with me.
I tried. I got slapped really hard by that Chimera. Almost died.
And then I'll just give some more glare. And then back.
You mean him.
Do you want to take this outside as I have a little fireball starting to form in the palm of my hand? We certainly can.
I'll smirk. My claws kind of like try to dig into the ground, into the flooring. And I'll say, maybe after I talk to the blacksmith.
I definitely would take it outside and then kind of point a little at Ram, because he's probably getting really angry at you both right now.
Children. There's no need to fight here.
With that, I'll just snarl at him.
Well, I did ask that you all... Wait, why are you 10 feet in the air, Carl?
Oh,
He's
because
on the
he went
ceiling.
up the walls and went onto the
Yeah,
ceiling.
he's climbing.
He's hanging from the ceiling.
He's just hanging
Got it.
from the ceiling.
Okay. I just wanted to fully understand. Anyways, I did ask Carl to inform all of you to come back.
And
Thank
with that,
you,
Carl
by
just
the way.
flopped to the ground.
Thank you, by the way, for the little sparrow that sent the message. I appreciate that. It's unfortunate to hear that your past is coming up to bite you, Yorn.
Why are you a goat?
Yes.
I will
I
make
mean,
sure
with
that
his help, this should be a little easier, but I also don't know how much help Salvo has, if any. Though, from what I remember of him, he probably won't need much help.
I will make sure that the guard is well aware of new arrivals, that they inform me of anyone that they are not familiar with entering the city. I will try my best to keep things covert and keep you informed, as is important. We
You
don't
may
want.
want to make them aware he really loves to ambush. So they're going to need to keep their head on a swivel, like constantly.
I mean, I don't think they would outright kill the citizens of the city unnecessarily. Would it be just to draw you out?
You never know. It depends on how he's feeling that day. He's a little more off than I am.
I have to ask, what? You guys were gone for a little over 2 weeks. I'm appreciative for you helping out and spreading the good word that you all are, but what triggered this? How did he find you?
Uh
Did
I'm
you
not
interact with him?
I'm not entirely sure, but the last thing we did before coming back was we kind of fought a necromancer and a bunch of zombies, and I'm guessing he had something to do with that.
Okay. Was it just you?
Well, it was me and the group. He doesn't like any of them now either.
Okay. And you killed this necromancer?
Yes.
Okay. So
He
just
didn't seem
you.
too beat up about the necromancer we killed. He's more pretty upset that I now have a new group, and he knows we're in this town, so yeah.
How?
I have no clue. Maybe he overheard us saying we need to get back after the fight. I'm really not entirely sure.
Was he in Easting?
I don't know. If he was, I didn't
Who did you
notice him.
speak with while you were there?
I spoke with the bartender, with Gra. I mean, we were partying. I was really drunk. I hope I didn't talk to him while I was there. I don't think I did. I'm still alive.
Did any of you notice anyone out of the norm?
Bah.
They would have. Oh, yes. Okay.
Great, he's a sheep again.
Ah.
No, I'm aware.
I mean, we were celebrating, a good hard fought battle. So,
Okay. All right. Did any of you notice anyone out of the ordinary? Someone with a sinister nature or an off disposition. Someone who.
Well, the priest was awfully happy.
The priest was awfully happy. Okay. Who was this patron?
the joy god, I forgot her name. Apologize.
Okay.
Though
The
I was,
joy god.
Yeah.
I was told that he wandered off of town when we finished our job.
Yeah, he walked off. That's about the last we know.
He
with
was
some,
with two
with
other
some
people.
others.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you have any idea what this priest looked like?
Have you ever watched Full Metal Alchemist? Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
he
can
looks like
resist.
that. I mean, I basically described that. I don't know.
Tall, bald, white, bushy eyebrows.
He
Yeah,
always
Kind of
smiled
a
so big his eyes were closed.
yeah.
very, very kind of exuberant figure.
He was very,
Okay.
very happy.
And
Very
you
weird.
mentioned you are all weird. To be
Yeah.
honest, you do not blend in well.
No,
No.
he
Thanks.
was weird.
Thanks, I'm aware.
He was acting weird. He was strangely very pleased with our presence. But we did also help him slay a shitload of zombies that were fucking his town up for like apparently a while. But then, you know, come to think of it, it was kind of weird that he left immediately.
Okay. As I said, I will let the guard know to inform me and then subsequently all of you of anyone that may enter the town out of the norm. We did get some folk new to come in after hearing us accomplishing the military contract from Westgate. Some refugees seeking asylum from Westgate after everything that's going on there have come to the city, and they have helped expedite some of the progress that you may have seen upon entering. But aside from all of that, we are in dire need to acquire new people, new blood, new work for the expansion of the city. We have had our numbers dwindle over the past couple decades with the wall being built and the reduction in land and space. But with the expansion that we're expecting, we hope to restore the city to at least its former glory and possibly beyond after that.
So then what do you need from us?
Help us find new blood. Anyone who's looking to get out of a shit situation that they're in. Continue to do your adventures and help local areas, but anyone who's looking to escape, anyone who's looking for good work and a home, and isn't necessarily opposed to all of you, would be more than welcome. Honestly, if you got more monsters that were able to blend a little, that were able to do the work necessary and keep order as long as they're here and work effectively and efficiently, that would be beyond beneficial.
Fine.
Okay.
Aside from that, as I mentioned, we did get some new people, and one of them is an old friend of Kepler's, Hammond. He is a dwarf, not like Brock. He has white hair. He has a relatively short beard, but he is, unfortunate to say, a harvester of creatures. The more less refined creatures, big game, some might say. But in him coming back, it broadens potential shops and opportunities for rare and unique materials for people to craft with, use, and establish us as a pinnacle of magical wealth and uniqueness and attractiveness. That is the main reason why I brought you back.
To find
Awesome.
more people.
Secondarily was to introduce Pyroar to you and hope that you take him under your wing.
Well,
Absolutely.
so long as
He
you
has been-
slow us down.
He has been here for about 2 days. He knows who I am. He knows who you are. Now better because you all are here. But He is marked like all of you, and he has been helpful with the moving of material and destruction of the ruins. He is prone to go into places that are a little risque, as he had mentioned, and helped get rid of some of the grime, plague, destruction, and rot that is in that southern half of the city. He had fun.
Clearly.
Lucky.
But I would like him to better associate himself with the public, better associate himself with adventure, and continue to grow into the warg he wants to be.
Well, maybe he should take a bath first.
I can do that.
Not that I care.
I can do.
Right,
But
you start licking yourself.
yeah, I'm sure that'll make you smell way better.
Pleasurable.
Carl will take out the Windex and start spritzing down
All right.
and prestidigitate him clean.
It takes a while. He's a big old beast and
Yes,
reluctant.
he is.
Wash the puppy.
But yeah. Do any of you have questions for me? It's been a while.
Has Brock finished what I asked him to do?
You asked him to do something.
Yes. Okay. Well, you don't know. I will go ask him. I have nothing to say to you.
It's nice seeing you, girl.
I have lots of questions.
Bah.
Yeah, I leave. I leave this girl.
All right.
Yep.
Do all of you start making your way out?
Yeah, I just, on my way out, I thank Rom for keeping an eye out for Salvo and whoever else he may be with, if he's with anybody at all. And, yeah, thank him very much for the help.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then we can all go.
Okay.
Shadow, did you kill your character?
No,
Oh,
you did
you're
not.
just walking in the shadows. Okay.
Yep. I will be one with the shadow.
It's very dark in that office, by the way. I
Now we
couldn't see
can actually
anything as soon
tell.
as I turned into a goat.
I mean, there are lamps that are lit, but they're dimly lit. So, you all exit, and because I don't have necessarily have a map, I'm just going to take you back to the the Elversult page.
Okay.
But I assume Grawl makes a beeline toward Brock.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Okay.
Still looking around. I don't know if you want me to continually do perception checks, but I am just freaking out the whole time.
Roll one perception check right now,
Okay.
and this will count for the rest of the time you're in Elversult.
Gotcha. Please be good. Okay.
Pretty fucking
That's
good.
pretty.
All
That's
right.
pretty good.
Okay.
You were.
You can
well
just let
aware
me
of your
know when I see
surroundings.
him.
I will. I will let you know when you see someone incredibly unfamiliar and eyeing you more than anything else. Yeah. Graw makes a beeline for Brock. I assume you walk through and. Why, hello!
Brock.
You guys are back a little soon.
Soon. It's been 2
I
weeks.
take it that means you haven't finished the work that we had for you?
I was only given work by this one here.
No.
No,
Silver
your arrows. Your arrows. Your arrows. Your arrows.
My arrows!
They've been in the corner of my fucking room for like the first hour after you left.
Oh, jeez. Guess we should have been around a little while.
He grabs the arrows and hands them to you.
And there's 20 of them, correct?
There are 20. They're 20 silvered arrows.
Ooh.
They are like pristine looking, incredibly clean, and if you like go to touch one, you've immediately pricked your finger. They're sharp.
Nice.
Righty. At this point, Shadow's gonna open up his little backpack and he's gonna pull out the arm bone, which kind of takes up like it was sticking out of the backpack because it's
Yep.
like, and he's gonna go. Can you make me something out of this?
What are you looking for?
Shadow just shrugs.
I don't work with bone.
You see him kind of look a little disappointed.
Yeah, that's not. I'm metal. Metal and alloy, that's me.
All right. Well,
I mean, hold on to it. You might find someone. But no, not me. Yeah. So, Graw.
Yes. And my tail's gonna start wagging like really fast.
I've been able to do some work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know we discussed that I can get this done for you, but everything you requested has come out of my personal pocketbook.
Mm-hmm.
It is not cheap.
Well, how much is it?
You're looking at, for what I've accomplished so far, about, let me actually calculate this for you, 250, 1,380 gold.
Man, how much
But-
of it is done?
But as of right now, you have, and he pulls out a very, very large box for his size and stature.
Mm-hmm.
He opens it, and what you see inside is a conical attachment with belts and lashes, and also some sort of mechanized gear system with a cylindrical slot that when he actually removes it from the box and brings it out, you can see that he's pressing a couple of buttons on the side, and the slide, the sleeve comes out.
So you already have the
So-
attachment working.
I do.
all right.
For me, because this is not fitted for me, for me, it requires me to press some sort of combination of buttons and latches. For you, would be a movement of your tail.
What kind of?
And that's for you to determine, not me. I haven't had you around, so.
Okay.
What he explains to you in summation is that the attachment for your tail, while stiff, is flexible enough, and if you flex it in a certain direction, it actually causes a relief for the slide to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, choking on what I drink. Yeah, if you as you flex a certain direction, it causes the relief for the slide to come out, and you're able to make your exchange for the weapon. This is the replaceability augment
Okay.
that he was mentioning, and the replaceability is a slide, but the quick action release is that flexing that he was mentioning.
Okay. So that was the mid-combat one where I could like chuck it.
No,
Okay.
that's a throw modification. I have not done that yet.
Okay. So how much is left from what I've asked?
Well, of the throw mod, which would require a far more precise um, delicate hands, and then a quick reattach. Uh, Another very precise and difficult modification. Slightly more expensive, but far, far less than the pièce de résistance, or whatever the fuck that is. And he reaches under the table, and it's a thin, wide case, a wooden case, and he kind of moves your tail attachment out of the way, and he opens it up, and it is this glorious, incredibly like beautiful design with dwarven runes that are etched into it, and a lot of filigree and attachment and a lot of detail and love went into this weapon. But it is the requested superior keen runic axe. In the center of the axe is a vacancy.
All right. For the, I'll point to the little slot and say, I assume that's for the rune.
It is. You need to talk to my brother about that. But he mentions to you that you'll notice there are branching etchings that lead to the runes on the blade from this slot to whatever modification you put in there will activate and have a magical effect for the weapon.
Ooh.
Basically, just turning it into a magical weapon. You mean?
No.
No?
It'll be a runic weapon. If you wanted it magical, that's a different modification entirely.
I forgot my differences, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Runic ability.
That sounds cool.
All right, so everything is done except for the ability to
Throw and catch.
Throw and catch.
Catch.
And you were unable to do that yourself?
I am, but shit takes time.
But
And very delicate hands. I've been busy as a motherfucker.
you certainly have delicate hands.
Shit takes time.
Well, I assume I can't take it with me if you need to finish these other attributes.
I expect to be paid
You
within a month.
You will be. I forgot, how much gold is in a platinum?
10 gold make 1 platinum.
Oh god, I don't have nearly enough.
How much do you
This
need?
this is just shy of 1,400 gold right now.
Oh my.
And then with the throw and reattach, how much more would that be?
Another 300 gold.
Okay. For throw and reattach. Okay. I'm gonna like gesture over Carl, and I'm going to give Brock all of my money.
Okay.
Every last bit. So that's 20 platinum, 164 gold, 245 silver, and 84 copper.
Give me a friggin' second.
Jesus Christ.
And then as that all pours out, I'll just say, if you want to keep it simple, we can just do gold and platinum.
That might be best.
That's 364 gold.
Okay. 364 GP. A good down payment. I expect the other 1,000 within a month.
I will get it to you. But as for the throw and reattach, if I have it with me, how will you work this?
I cannot make any modifications.
Then you're keeping it. I want everything done.
That'll be another 1,300 gold. If you were to take it from me, I would expect it in a month. Now that I don't have to worry about it, you have time.
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate your patronage, and I appreciate you being desiring my work.
Oh, you make... and I'm gonna like look over the whole mechanism like with awe. Like you make good work. How long do you think it would take to get the last 2 finished?
6 days.
6 days. And I'm gonna look back to the group. I'm coming back here in 6 days.
You're gonna have that much money in 6 days?
I will find a way, but I don't need to pay it all in full. I will get you your money, and I will get that axe. And then we'll see who can survive on their own.
Hey.
Can I help anyone else?
Can you do anything cool to this hammer?
I mean, of course, it's my hammer. Of course I can.
Well, yeah. Can you add a little flair, or I don't know?
Pizzazz.
I'm sorry. I wanted to keep it incredibly mundane and boring looking because it was my hammer and I was on the road.
Oh no, it's a great hammer. I'm just really bad with it.
That's not my fucking fault.
So I was hoping maybe you could add something that might help me be a little better with it.
All right. Give me a second. Let me take a look.
But tell me how much it'll cost before you go ahead and start, because I might need to save up for a while, judging by that act.
Right. So what was that hammer again? If you don't mind me asking, what did I tell you it was?
It was.
Feeling my voice slip.
Oh. Wait, I don't think that's what it's supposed to be, but it's a Superior Keen Runic Warhammer, but I think it was just a Superior Warhammer.
Things change.
No. Yep, no, it is correct. It is a Superior Keen Runic.
Then never mind. I don't need anything done. I just need to find runes, apparently.
Runes might help. I could make it a masterworked weapon, but that'd be very costly.
Like, what are we talking here? Like 2,000 gold or something, or a little less?
10,000 gold.
Okay, I'll be back in a long time from now. But yeah, do you know anywhere I could maybe buy runes and have them fitted?
My brother, if you can find him.
Okay, thank you. Okay, cool.
Look for a scared fucking dwarf.
Will
Pale
do.
skin, brown hair.
Will do.
I don't know what to tell you. Last I saw him, like I said, was in Darkhold, but I don't think he's there anymore. He left way before I did.
Well, I'm sure we'll come across him at some point, so. We seem to be coming across just about everybody on our travels.
Like, oh.
Well, we met a few, quite a few unsavory characters, and then we've met some very fun people, and you know, nobody like that's super, you know, nobody you'd need to know about yet, but you know, maybe at some
Something I
point.
should worry about?
Yeah, well, you might want to worry about anyone that kind of is dressed like me. I don't even know if he's gonna dress like me anymore. But yeah, another death cultist might be coming around soon, and he might be very, very angry at me. So keep an eye out for that. If you see him, run. I would not advise talking to him.
Understood.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Oh. You're new.
As he looks at Pyroar.
What?
Anything I can do for you?
I don't think so. All good.
All right.
He can make just about anything, man. So if you want something.
Nah, I think I'm good for now.
All right. Well, get the fuck out of my shop.
Okay.
Carl will wander up as he's looking around for anybody else to give him something and pull out his +1 short sword that is +1 with quotes, as it has a battery duct taped to it.
Right.
What can you do with this? As he sets it on the table, still sparking.
I can sharpen the edge for you.
Need
That's
me to
about it.
take the battery off first?
No, I'll just wear gloves.
It'll
Let's
fall
talk some
off
battery, by the
tomorrow.
way.
Oh, so he picks it
So-
up and
Question for you though.
yeah,
Generally, what he does is he starts from the bare bones and makes it from
Mhm.
there. But if it is a non-magical short sword and it is made magical by you, is
it's
that right?
technically a magical item at that point.
But you can always remove your
Battery?
infusion, right?
At the beginning of a long rest, yes.
Right. And if you were to do that, it would be just a standard short sword, right?
Yes.
If that were the case, he could work with it.
So if the battery falls off tomorrow because the duct tape's crap, or the bindings on the spark rock are garbage, and they fall apart, and it becomes normal, what can you do?
I can sharpen it. Sharpening it would make it, well, that much more deadly. You'd be able to find that preciseness in making that really good impact.
All in all, if you were to sharpen it, it would give you a 1 value lower on a crit hit.
Ooh. How much?
100 gold.
And you see Carl just kind of take it, and actually I'm going to double check real quick just to make sure that I
You
have to do
can't
my
just
infusions.
pull it off. Right.
Yeah, my infusions are a long rest thing and not a normal thing. I'll have to look that up later. It'll fall off tomorrow. He takes, but for effect, he just kind of takes it, and then like, do you have a rock? No, never mind. I got my screwdriver. He takes a screwdriver and he just starts pounding the battery off of it, and just takes it off that way and sets it down with the tape still on it. There you go.
Okay.
Sharpener up.
There's a visible arc happening between the between the spark square and the blade, and he's not one to touch it.
I'll touch it tomorrow.
And if you ever need tools, I can make any tools you need for you.
Nope. I got all that I need.
Okay.
Any that I need, I make.
I mean, okay. And he will kind of start wandering out, and oh yes, then he ruffles inside himself and pulls out the just barely held together bag of holding and starts going through that. Do you want this? And he pulls out the poison dart.
Hmm.
Is this the dart that knocked you out?
It knocked out Shadow. That might have been the
Knocked
one
out
that knocked
Shadow.
me out. I don't know. It was from when Shadow got shot when we were doing the whole. Or no, it was buried inside the spider.
Ah,
Well, no, the
So-
dart was on Shadow.
Yeah, but this
Okay.
one
The
was in the
poison
spider.
had gone, and I
So-
took the poison vial, and you took one of its charges on that.
Yeah.
so if I'm remembering correctly, this is the dart that you found within the spider that knocked out Shadow.
Yes.
Okay. As you're pulling it out of the bag, you see that it is caked. It is no longer slick. It is caked in this sludgy fluid, and easily removed, and it's just a dart.
Oh.
Aw. Apparently, that poison doesn't last forever if you put it on stuff.
I thought it'd be nice in there. It's
No,
cold.
my vial's still good. It wasn't
It's
open
not
to the
cold
elements.
within a bag of holding.
Yeah.
It's temperate. It's calm. stagnant.
Hmm.
There is a bag of colding.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But
I mean, it's good iron.
Let's
Maybe.
put that on the table. It'll be fine.
All right. Thank
And,
you. You want me to
and,
work on the dirt?
No. Just for your trouble. And he'll just kind of
Okay.
lean back and just like kind of back first and let the spider climb, just crawl him out of the place.
all right.
You mean like, just so I know how I'm picturing this, like you lean back and then legs come out of your back as you're falling backwards, and it just kind of crawls you out while you're laying down?
Well, he's disguised as the dwarven drow, so he doesn't actually get to see the legs come out, but he hears the suction cup noises as Carl is just like basically
to the ceiling.
floating an inch off of the ground as he just slides out on his back.
Incredible. Okay.
Anywho's. All right, so you all leave the forge.
Yeah.
As
Where are you
you
heading
leave,
from
I'm
here?
just gonna say, I'll see you in 6 days.
See you then.
Are we all outside?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
It is-
the door shut?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm gonna-
and it is approaching. Like 10 o'clock in the morning right now.
I'm gonna go to Gra and go, are you actually gonna pay that, or are you just gonna take that fucking axe?
I'll figure out something. He's doing good work. I'd like to actually.
It is good work.
I
It
would,
was really nice work.
I have no intention to steal from him, but I hope to figure something out.
All right.
I may need to ask for help.
I don't have much to give, but I'd be down to help you.
Thank you.
And by that I mean I have 130 gold and that's it.
I will go in debt.
I was gonna say I won't be much help at all.
I don't know if I even know
haven't-
what debt means, but
I was gonna say, like, my character hasn't really been too worried about money this whole time, so he's just kind of letting you guys like
And-
keep what you want, and every now and then when someone hands him money, he takes
yeah,
it.
that's the same for me. It's like, oh, well, whatever. Just put it in the bag. I'll deal with it later.
All right. Where do you go from here?
I would like to turn over to Yorn, like tap him on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Take my quarterstaff, draw like a house in the dirt, and then point to like with all 5 of my fingers, like kind of gesture to the party, and then point to the house.
What house?
The house that I drew in the dirt.
Okay, let's go to your house.
I shake my head.
Not your house.
I point to like myself, Yorn, yada yada, the whole party, and then I point to the house with both fingers.
Our house?
I nod.
Where the fuck was our house?
You want to go back to where we were, where we stayed. You want to go to bed.
I nod.
All right.
Okay. The inn? Or
I
you know.
I shield my eyes from the sun. It's very bright. I don't like it.
Right. I gotcha. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
We should
yeah.
probably head to bed.
Bunch of babies.
So, if I recall correctly, this was the place where the inn and the like Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of the
All
same.
the
Yeah.
same, yeah.
Deal.
Yep.
Oh, so
yeah.
the job posting
It's-
board will
it's
be
this-
there.
that
Perfect.
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
If it'll. That place.
No,
Yeah.
that is the church within the
what?
center of town. This
Oh,
is
right
the
there.
Guildmaster's Hall. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I head over there. Hold
Yeah,
the door
sure.
open for everybody.
Yes.
As you enter, you see Kepler behind the desk, papers mounting super high, and whatever little hair he has on his head, he's just kind of grappling it and like tugging super hard.
Are those all
Oh.
jobs, bud?
Not, not exactly. No. Work requests, but to reestablish certain guilds within the town.
Do these pay well?
Shit. Not for you. They help this place, sure, but
Well, why
They're
don't
not
you just start rubber stamping them all?
I don't have. People are looking to reestablish shit that's no longer in existence, and I don't have locations for them to go. I don't have buildings for them to enter.
Oh.
There's no capital to supply them at the moment.
Well.
It's stressful. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're here to help the town. If there's any way for us to get you money, as long as we make a little bit off it.
Or a lot of it.
Certainly. I know that yeah. Rom is looking for new blood. He wants more people here, which would help with the expansion, which would help create places and locations for these guilds to fucking go. But which in turn would potentially create more job postings for you all. Yeah, but at the moment it's a little slim. I did have a friend stop by, and he's in a house that was left slightly vacated by some former tenants on the edge of town. You guys might like him actually, or not. I don't know.
Okay.
His name is Hammond. He's a dwarf hunter. He harvests big game. You're all looking at me like you've heard this before.
Yeah, Rom told us about it.
Rom explained about it, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, go see him first. Sure. Okay.
Is it cool if we crash for the night first? Or the day, I mean?
Yeah, your rooms are still available. I haven't fucked with them at all because it's not my responsibility.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Then secondly, I know Rom said he'd be cool if we bring monsters. How cool would he be if we brought a Cyclops? And I kind of look over at Sporecap when I say it.
I start shaking my head a lot. Like, a lot.
Okay. Never mind.
I don't foresee a Cyclops fitting within the town. Keep it to your size, maybe a little bit bigger. But
well, there was this ogre once.
Was he intelligent?
He was.
What happened?
I mean,
to him?
he was smart enough. I honestly don't remember.
Cool.
Did he die?
I think Carl ended up getting the finishing blow.
Yeah, I think Carl killed him. He didn't like him for some reason.
Well, if that's how you treat your friends, then awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
All right. Get some sleep.
Don't worry, we'll go meet your friend tomorrow.
So yeah, you all head to bed. Kepler is left at the desk, pulling his hair,
Yeah.
trying to figure out what the fuck to do. It's at this point, Graw. Sorry. A message comes into your ear from Rom saying, if you have the time, I'd appreciate a little chat.
All right. Well,
Respond?
I won't ignore him. I'll start. I'm sleeping outside, so I'm not gonna. Well, Spore's next to me.
Cap would be next to you, and I assume
Pyro.
Pyro as well.
Yeah, Pyro. Are you sleeping inside or outside?
We're in a different chat right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
But you
didn't
get a
realize.
you get a message in your head that basically says that he's looking to talk to you
All right, yeah.
if you're willing to come by.
Yeah, I'm going. I will get up and saunter over.
Okay. We'll go back to the chat for a second.
Okay.
Yes.
So, while all of you are laying down and bedding down for the day, Sporecap, Pyroar, you guys are in what are essentially stables on the outside, along with Graw, and I would say that both of you, because he's not necessarily hiding it, both of you notice Graw's head perk up, and then he gets up and starts walking away. Do you
I
do
wild shape into a cat and I start following him.
His favorite animal.
Okay. Pyroar?
Yeah, I'll follow too, stealthily.
Stealthily? All right, roll
Oh.
a stealth check.
I'm gonna keep a lookout as I'm.
As a matter of fact, yeah, if that's the case, as a cat.
Or wait,
and-
cat. Sorry, I meant I didn't
Oh
mean
yeah,
cat.
you're
Sorry.
changing now, huh?
No, I did mean cat. Never
Okay.
mind. I'm good.
As a cat and Pyroar, I would like you to roll stealth checks. And Graw, I would like you to roll a perception check.
Oh, my perception. No.
Because that's what this is.
No. All right. Well, they're gonna. I'm not gonna
Not
see.
terrible.
Shit.
It's average.
How do I do this, that?
So what you would do is you would go onto your character sheet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Perception, or excuse me, stealth is a attribute, but you can click on the text stealth and it'll bring up a window. Do a normal roll.
All right.
Cool.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
It does.
So, you notice Pyroar. He is trying to be catty and stealthy and like ducking behind buildings as he follows you, but it's like you catch him out of the corner of your eye. You don't, however, see the little black alley cat that's following you.
Seeing Pyroar chase me and try to like stay stealthy, the moment he goes to hide and he loses vision of me, I'm gonna dig underground and like try to kick up the rubble behind me.
Okay. Yeah. Pyroar, as you're following him and you take cover and shelter behind a building, you go to look and you no longer see Graw, but you see dust and gravel flying everywhere and a hole in the ground.
Um.
The hole is about 3.5, 4 feet wide.
Yeah, it's probably too small for me.
A little bit.
Well, I follow Sporecap. Unless Sporecap goes in the hole, I can't do shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna go in the hole.
Yeah.
I figure I can fit.
I'm going back to the stable
So-
and go back to sleep.
Okay. All right. So Pyroar, you go back to the stables. You go to sleep. As you're going to the hole, gravel and dirt are falling in on you, but you follow it to its eventual end.
Pause that for a second because I'm gonna just send you this, and you can flavor it.
Okay. So, you follow the hole for a little bit, and like I was mentioning, gravel is starting to fall in because it's not the cleanest of things. He's obviously like using his teeth and claws to burrow in, so it's not smooth. And I don't believe you have dark vision as a cat.
I can check. I do not. No.
So to the best of your ability, like in knowledge, it goes on for a little while and you're walking 20, 30 feet and then you hit a wall. But the wall gives a little bit. What do you do?
Can I hear anything right now?
Make a perception check.
Sure.
As the cat. This is as
Yeah.
the cat?
Yeah, that's a cat.
All right. 1 second. No. No, other than some earth and gravel shifting around and dropping from the top of the hole, nothing else.
Okay. This wall gives, you said, yeah? Like,
Slightly. Like it's only
slightly.
because you bumped into it.
Okay. If I try and push on it, then would
Yeah.
I make some leeway, get some progress in to try and pushing through it?
Roll a strength check.
Let's go. -4. Here we go.
It's a cat.
Oh my god!
16. You lean into it to the best of your ability as a cat, and you're pushing and pushing, and it gives maybe an inch,
Hmm.
and then you let go, and it's back to what it was.
I'm debating whether or not I risk dying if I turn into Spore Cap right now.
You would be on your hands and knees if you were to shift back in a sport cat.
I thought you said this is only like 3-4 feet wide.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 feet wide, so you're not necessarily 3 or 4 feet wide. You're 7 feet tall, but
With the
you'd be
cap.
able to crawl. Yeah, the cap isn't 3 or 4 feet wide. It's thinner than that. I think of it like a big fucking cowboy hat cap.
All right, I'll just walk away. I'm just gonna walk out of the tunnel.
Okay. All right, you walk out of the tunnel.
Mhm.
Nothing's really changed.
Oh, I should have specified. I'm leaving. I'm going back.
You're going back to the stable.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right. As he leaves, I'm just gonna like smirk a bit and just like chuckle as I feel fur against my paw. But only after he's left. So now I'll continue digging toward the hall.
Okay. You do so.
And I'll dig out and I'll go see Rom.
Okay.
Or two, yeah.
I'm gonna pull. Jesus Christ! I got 7 messages.
Well, I had a plan, but
All right, I'm gonna pull him into another chat for a couple minutes.
Yep.
All right. So
that was great.
as sorry about that. As you enter,
Yeah.
Rom's like, "Thank you."
Well, I had to handle some people chasing me, but I'm here. Just me.
Ooh.
Well, there was a cat, so I assume that was Spore Cap, the mushroom, and our new friend Pyror wanted to follow me, but I lost him pretty quickly.
All right.
So what
Okay.
what was so important that you needed to mention me in private?
I trust you.
Do
for the
you?
moment. I trust you because you do not trust me. I trust you because of your abilities and your skill set.
Mm-hmm.
I trust you because you are more than capable. But let the party in on this if you will, but we have a spy in our midst. When Kepler went to go investigate the sewers, there was a room, a furnished room, that was not on any of our plans, that was not on any, or made aware by any one of our citizens at all. And it is immaculate. The smell of it was completely an antithesis to the sewers themselves. It was amongst spiders and rats. It was peculiar, to say the least. We have been watched, and under my eye, I hate that thought. It is a thorn in my side. It is disgusting to me. I would like you to figure out who they are.
I don't assume it is anyone of the group, but this is your task that I'm asking you to do.
All right. But there's not much to go on if it's just a room. Was anything found?
Ask questions. Things that were in there were not cheap. They were extravagant and elegant. They did not belong.
Okay. Well.
I have to go say hi. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah, no problem. Interesting. Who's even watching right now? Discord for small streamers. Ms. Lenity, who is a fake account. Sean, who better not be listening. John, who better not be listening. And a bunch of other robots. Now I have to decide if I want to tell the team. I mean,
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
you're good.
So, as I was saying, I would appreciate it if you were to investigate this, if you were to look into this. This is something that has become an irritant for Kepler and I. We've tried to keep an eye out for anyone in the city that is abnormal.
So potentially,
one.
Yeah, go ahead.
No one was allowed in the southern half of the city, which is why guards were consistently posted there. We only let you all in the southern half of the city upon my order. And when you entered, I assume you found this room, yes?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Was there anyone there?
No, it was empty.
Was there anything in it that we were not made aware of?
Outside of character, not that I can remember. I forgot if we took anything.
Yes, outside of character, you fine, roll a history check.
Okay.
Real quick. Okay, pretty good. You found potions, you found the hat of disguise, you found a pearl that has been used by Carl to identify things. You found a bunch of magical things that were related to magic.
Okay. I'll say, yeah, we've been in there before, and we found some magical items, but the biggest one being a hat that allows the user, the wearer, to shapeshift or disguise themselves.
I see.
And in case it wasn't clear, I believe, again, out of character, Carl has to wear the hat to transform and whatnot.
Yes, he does.
Okay, so I believe you've noticed Carl found a new accessory to wear.
I did.
Yes, that's.
I assume that he found that on his journeys. I did not realize that came from that room.
Technically, it is part of his journeys, I guess. But yes.
True. So, okay, that helps a little bit. That helps narrow things down slightly. Be wary of someone competent in the arcane. Because it seems as though, from what I saw down there was nothing alluding toward any sort of religious effigy. There was nothing natural, for sure. And everything seemed to have an air of posh.
quick side note, potentially might be related. Have you ever heard of Salvo Fook?
Yes, Salvo Fook is the death cleric, the sinister one that Yorn was mentioning about.
Yes, I wasn't
He
sure if you knew anything more about him.
he told me he's told me about him in the past. He told me that he is a very cunning, a very insane, and very um, outright deranged character.
But
To be
not a posh person, you might say.
not from what he described. No, I would put things more in line with what you notice Yorn doing. Things more in line with a deity.
Okay.
Um,
That was my first thought, since Yorn's been talking endlessly about this man. I assumed maybe he was already here and watching us from there, but maybe I'm wrong.
that's a good start. And in working that angle, I assume with pretty good certainty that it's not him.
Yeah, I don't think so
And
either, after you've given me a bit more information.
mainly because when I found Yorn, I found him on the road. He was tattered, he was starving, but he had a screw loose, and I saw that I could help shape this wayward character in being a little bit more in line with society. I didn't mind his awkwardness at all. I rather enjoyed that. It brought less attention toward me.
Yeah, I bet. Well, okay.
But I would imagine this Salvo, uh, he lost track of Bjorn a while back, but is only starting to talk about him now. I assume it has to do with what you all just did.
Right, I assume as much as well.
Anyways,
Well, while I'm here, I have one question, possibly request of you.
yes.
I have been asking Brock to fix up a tail attachment for me, and it's going to be very expensive, roughly 1,400 gold. Is that what you guys use? 1,400 gold.
Yes.
And I'm not asking you to front the bill, but I do need to find some way to pay him.
If you find out who this is and ensure that they do not come back, whether that be murder or scaring them off or anything along those lines, or make us fully aware of who they are. An identity is what I want.
Okay.
Consider it paid.
Okay.
Now, enjoy your rest.
That gives me plenty of incentive. I will get right on it.
All right, then he sends you off.
Yep.
As I found it to be. Oh, they're back. Never mind. But yeah, he's gonna be very.
Oh. Oh. Did I just lose people? Voice and audio.
My guy, he's pretty crafty, if I remember right. So, and like I said, he likes to ambush. So that's why I'm constantly freaking out.
Coming back into actual gameplay. Most of you are asleep within the building.
Yes.
Yep. Spore Cat, due to your exceptionally high perception, passive perception rather. Oh, excuse me. You notice Graw come back into the stable and plop down and go to sleep. You all get your full rest. the evening comes to you, what is it that you guys would like to do?
I get up and go get breakfast. Well,
Okay.
if Kepler isn't far too busy doing what he does.
No,
I
I need the distraction.
Okay.
I'm-
I was
I'll
gonna
make you some
say I
food.
could cook for you if you don't mind, but yeah, if you want to get away from your desk for a second.
Yeah, no problem. So he makes you some food.
Mm-hmm.
No charge. Um, Hammond. A bit eccentric. He will have work for all of you.
Okay.
I can almost guarantee it.
Good.
I know he had a posting recently go up, but I think it was those hunters, those monster hunters that ended up taking it. The ones that you might have seen on the road.
Okay.
Ask him about it if you don't mind.
All right.
But
Will do.
assuming you all want to get into this game, it's something that he would have to teach you a little bit about. All right. I'll get back to work.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Now I keep munching.
Yep.
At some point, Carl would come down as a fat drow version of Kepler.
Yep. Never gets old. Anything with me?
You did. Can I get some breakfast?
Certainly. He makes
Thank
you a
you.
meal.
And as he's making the meal, Carl will turn into a rubber stamp and kind of climb up onto the desk and just sit there.
Okay. Comes back out with the meal, places it next to Yarn. Where'd he go?
I don't know, man. You know that guy? He's probably crawling around the ceiling somewhere.
Okay.
I'm just eating my meal. He does what he does. He'll come back eventually.
All right.
You got paperwork
He
to do?
I do. And he goes back to doing his own work. Because you didn't say it, he notices that there's a second stamp. I'm going to have him roll an investigation check. Do you mind rolling a stealth check?
Yeah, sure. Get my character sheet out because it'll be the first time I'm actually rolling anything today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, it's really shitty.
You're a very loud stamp.
He gets really close to the two stamps and he's looking at them and he's trying to investigate and see what the differences are. And he turns to you and says, "Get the fuck off my desk."
Carl will grow spider legs out of the stamp, lift himself up, and stamp the thing real quick, and then scuttle off. And the stamp is just his dwarven drow form, where he's got the thumbs up.
You basically just shit on the paper.
Incredible.
All right.
He scuttles off of that and just transforms back to normal. I helped. And then goes down and sits to have his food.
All right.
I love Carl.
So, what would you guys like to do?
Oh, come on.
Is
It's
everyone else
evening
here?
right now. Everyone wakes up at some point.
Okay.
It's whether or not they want to come meet up here.
Yeah.
But it's evening. The sun is set.
Yeah.
Early evening. I'd say pushing more along 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I turn to Carl because I don't know if anyone else is here. Go.
Yeah,
You
I'm
want to
here.
go see? Okay. Say, You guys want to go see Hammond? Apparently, he's got a game for us.
Hmm.
Well, he's got work.
He's definitely got work.
Okay. So half of you, it seems, want to go see Hammond.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
As they walk out, I'll wake up.
All right.
I was wondering where you were. I'm like, the fuck is going on?
I'm just still like kind of curled up in my little stable.
Oh,
I
okay.
roll.
Shadow's
about
gonna
you?
walk down the stairs right as they walk
Yeah, I'll
out.
wake up.
Okay.
Need a job.
Some more?
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm like falling asleep here.
Way to be in character.
There.
Some more?
You coming, or-
I'm
everyone.
like, yeah, I'm going with.
All
Okay.
right. So everyone posses together. You wait for some more to get dressed and come on downstairs in his rinkety-tink fucking armor. As you're all walking toward the house that Kepler directed you toward, it is on the edge of town. It is the first house on the eastern side of town.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we head over there.
You knock, and a blonde, white-haired dwarf with a relatively kempt beard answers and says, "Oh, how can I help you all today? You haven't come so I can cut you up, have you?
Cut us up.
I mean, I normally have to go looking for all of you."
I heard there was work here. Oh, we're with the town. Boys, you mind showing him the tattoos?
Yeah.
I'll roll my eyes and lift one of my paws to show my belly.
Right. Well, okay, that keeps my blade away from all of you.
Yeah, I didn't understand what was going on. I forgot you're new here.
Oh, I know. I honestly thought for a second that you all had come so I can dissect you a bit and harvest what's
No.
truly beneficial.
Though that does somewhat sound like fun as long as I'm not getting dissected. But no.
Ah,
As you
Humans
say that,
have
I'm
what
just
they
gonna
have to
glare at
offer.
you, Yorn.
humans have what they have to offer. Mostly it's on their person, not in their person.
Understandable. Well, anyway, we heard from Kepler that you have jobs that need a
I
doing.
recently gave a job out to a bunch of established monster hunters in the area. Assuming you want to compete with them, they have about a 3 to 4 day lead on you. Maybe more. We had heard sightings of a cyclops near Priapol.
Oh. I
Oh,
think
no.
we also cited that Cyclops. That was
I
a
see.
few days ago, though.
Did you happen to get a direction?
Yeah.
I raised my hand.
I was going to say, did you happen to get a direction?
Okay, tall one. Shout with it.
Oh, he won't tell you. He'll just
So
point.
He
it
can
was
speak for himself.
so
Okay.
it was traveling west. Yes.
It was traveling west along the road, or at least on the edge of the road.
Sure. All right. I wouldn't happen to have a map, or he wouldn't happen to have a map that I can see. Yes. Okay.
Nope.
All right. I open up my journal.
Awesome, a great game of charades again.
Yes. I open up my journal and I draw basically just a compass.
Okay.
Just like one of the short crosses with 4 arrows.
All right.
And I circle north.
Ah, north of Priapol, out into the more open terrain. Okay. Well, if they come back wondering, I'll send them in that direction. See if they can catch any tracks. But I can't think of anything at the moment that has been brought my way. But if you're all looking to be monster hunters, but also monsters, that would be interesting.
That'd be very interesting.
Was this group?
Have any of you done it before?
I mean,
I mean, we've killed monsters.
I've had to kill monsters to survive.
Are we supposed to bring it back alive?
Oh, absolutely not. No, take what is necessary. Put it away.
Oh,
Carl just slowly
then-
raises his hand. Are people the real monsters?
Well, some might say it, but again, as I said to your human friend here, generally what humans have to offer is on them, not in them. I'm looking for creatures that have something in them that's important.
What's this one have that you need us to grab for you?
Oh, the Cyclops. Hide, the eye. There are magical things that can be done with some of the material that he offers.
Which one do you want the most? We'll try not to break it.
Are you trying to fight them for the Cyclops now?
Oh, we could. I mean, if that's the only job you got right now, sounds fun.
Interesting.
Was this group that you hired? Did they happen to?
I didn't hire them. I just let them know what's in the area.
Well, did they happen to have a very large wagon with one horse?
Yes, they did. You saw it, did you?
Yes. I happened to be inside of that not too long ago
Oh, they kept you alive.
with him, and I'm going to point to the mushroom.
Oh, they kept you both alive. Pyror.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to make it known to the party or not, but this is also the same group that captured you.
Oh, really?
Yes, they are the ones that dropped you off into Elversult.
Okay, I make that known to the group. Those fuckers got me too.
Yeah. Well, interesting. They seem pretty capable if they're able to capture you all, then.
They couldn't capture me again.
Ah. I wouldn't necessarily go saying that just yet. But, in case you're all interested, I'll keep my ear out to find out if there's anything in the area that has cropped up and is looking to be sought after. If you're on your journeys and you happen to come across something that is peculiar and strange, I can give you a class and try to teach you some of the ways of how to properly find what is important and take it effectively.
I'll take that
Any of you-
class.
If any of you are interested in
I'm
some of the
very
materials you
interested.
may need, I have a couple of harvester's kits.
How much?
Well, you see.
I know you're not giving them away for free.
Of course not, no. But just think of this as paying for itself, assuming you are capable of, providing me with what I need.
Oh, sure.
Would a harvester's kit be akin to? Would it be considered something along the lines of an artisan tool?
No.
Okay.
Or, I mean,
This is more like a
Technically-
herbalist kit and that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I have that.
Well,
No,
I mean,
no,
like
no, no.
as far as category goes, because there's like
Yeah.
artisan
Oh,
tools,
okay, yeah,
and then
yeah,
there's
yeah.
like legitimate like kits. Like the alchemist supplies are not artisans' tools specifically.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Um,
this would be akin to an herbalism kit, but instead of acquiring herbs and tonics or things to make
Sure.
tonics,
You're
we're
harvesting
trying to
hard top monsters.
exactly.
Sure. Well, yeah.
Okay.
We'll take one, and then if Carl, if you don't mind, put it in your sack, unless you don't have room.
Yes. And it sucks because I would love to be able to create a set of them just by the right tool for the job. But hey,
Sure. Yeah.
that only works for artisans' tools.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Carl will you'll just yes, and just take the kit and just
I see. All right. Well, I have 3 available for purchase if all of you are interested. The class is going to run you about 10 gold per person.
I'll take it.
Okay? The Harvester's kit is going to cost you 150 gold per kit.
Oh, I can't take that. Carl,
As
spit that out.
takes the kit out at the cost and sets it on the ground, very dry and nicely, and like actually freshly clean too.
Sure.
And God, when next?
Okay.
How about I just cut things out of stuff and hand them to you?
Well, if you do that, then the quality of the material that you're going to be acquiring, and the usability when it finally returns to me will be for naught.
How about you teach me the class and give me a kit, and I give you whatever off the first couple monsters?
I guarantee you, the kit will pay for itself, assuming you're willing to pay the upfront cost.
Yeah, I can't.
Just buy the thing.
No, really, I have 130 gold. I literally cannot buy it.
You also have friends.
Well,
This
yeah,
would
no
benefit
one's
the
no
entire
one's saying
group.
they're gonna cough up money, so you know I'm
much
just
is
going
this
off what
thing?
I have.
I'm still at the inn.
Shadow is just left behind me like, have you seen my friends?
He's eating breakfast. I don't know what you're talking about.
gonna
He's
look-
enjoying some peace and quiet for once.
I'm gonna look to Carl and just say, like, you're holding on to everyone's money, right?
Most of it.
Yeah, most of it.
Just buy one.
Oh, fine. How much is it again? I was too
100?
busy eating it.
I'm
150 gold for the kit.
gonna glare
All
at
right,
Hammond and
10
say,
gold. 10 gold per person, whoever wants to take the course.
That I
Okay,
can
okay.
afford.
Wow. He'll reach in and just pull out the bag of gold that was given to him from Sporecap.
Yep.
See,
All right.
Pretty fun.
Who's all taking the class as he's opening up the bag of gold and starts to one by one grandma style count out the coins.
Oh, you paying for that for me too? Then yes, I would love to take the class. Cutting things up is one of my favorite pastimes.
170. So that's 5,
I already know how to take things out of other things.
7. Anyone else for the class?
I shall not.
Would the little one like the class? I lost count. 1, 2, 3.
Sporecap, do you want to take the class? Well, Mushroom Man, since I still don't know your name.
How much did he say these classes were?
10.
10 gold apiece.
10 gold.
10 gold.
10 gold
10
per-
gold? Sure, yeah, and I'll produce
for the
10
class,
gold.
and 150 gold for a kit. Per
Yeah.
kit.
We just need one kit, though. Hopefully.
Sure, yeah, I'll produce 10 gold for the class.
So, I have 2 of you taking the course, and I have 1 kit
Well,
to offer you.
3, because Carl will take it too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Carl. Okay. So, 3 course and 1 kit. Alright, I just wanted to let you know that in doing such a thing, a benefit will be granted upon you, and I will be able to teach you some potential spells that may make your adventuring a bit easier.
Sweet.
However, you get 1 shot, assuming you don't use a spell to try to glean anything and return things to its former glory. Even after casting that spell, still only get another shot after that. But the course can start assuming as you're all is ready.
Okay.
Are you guys going to take the course?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm trying to
right
figure
now?
out what kind of spell could help me out real quick. That's
No. Taking this course, he will grant spells to you. Like, he will teach you these spells to cast.
Oh. Okay.
As Carl is still getting money out. Someone go ask the little one. I lost count again. 1, 2.
Okay.
I'll
You
head
got
back
it?
and ask.
Okay.
Carl is a menace to society.
So, all of you four-legged folk, you're not
Well,
taking
hang
the
on.
course.
There might be one more. He's running to check.
These two
we-
didn't pay up. I would like them to leave before I start any course.
I'm gonna roll my eyes. Fine. I don't give a crap about these stupid spells. And I'll just saunter on out, alligator style.
All right.
At some point, Carl pops his head up. What's after 162?
1, and then I'm gonna walk outside.
Ah, 1, 2.
So, in doing that, it's now 164, 165, starting all over again. So it's a much larger pot than initially assumed.
He runs out of gold out of the bag. No, that's not right. I should have some. Wipes it all back in. Oh, wait. I know what to do. Enchants them with the magical tinkering with Carl smiley faces one at a time as he's counting them. They fade after the third one, resetting.
Yep.
So there's only actually 3 of those.
Here. Cricket's done.
What's up?
Yeah, the crickets one is gone. The
Oh,
crickets
yeah,
rod
yeah,
is
that
gone.
one's done.
So I'm guessing I see Simur come in.
Yeah, you see some more come in. He says, "You interested in harvest?" Or some more. What do you say?
I'm just gonna walk up to him. It's like, are you done eating?
I'm gonna nod.
You know, it's like, you interested in scalping and harvesting?
He's gonna cock what looks like an eyebrow, but lizard style.
Everyone's taking a course, and if you would like to get in, it is 10 gold and 150 for a harvesting kit. And apparently, as I was walking out, Carl kept recounting, and I really did not care to stop him. So right now, he's probably sitting on the floor counting gold after gold piece after gold piece. So yeah, no, we can head on over, and
Shadow's gonna ask, "What do you mean by harvesting?"
that I'm unsure of. But supposedly, you remember the. Would we know what that creature was? The chimera.
Yes, you would.
Okay. You remember how the Mushroom Man tried to not scalp, but tried to harvest the scales off of that chimera?
Yeah.
This would make it a lot more successful if we actually took a course.
You're just gonna see Shadow like look at the blade that's kind of sitting in his backpack, or the bone sitting in his backpack next to him. And go, yeah, all right.
Okay. So, you all eventually go back to Hammond's shack. Oh, hello, little one. Will you be taking the course?
He'll nod and go. It was 10 gold, right?
10 gold, please.
And he'll throw 10 gold up on there.
And I'll change my mind. I'm gonna do it.
All right. Good to know.
Yeah. So I got
Now.
51 gold. Yeah.
Now, for you four-legged fiends, please leave.
I am already
Go find
outside.
something to do.
Is Carl still counting?
By the time you got back, Carl would be there touching the screwdriver to each coin and just recording, yes, to each one. And then he mixes up the pot and then hands them over. 3 of those are Carl coins.
Okay, good to know. So,
I don't know which one.
nor do I care to find out.
And he just gets on his hands and knees and kind of motions all the coins to a sack. And he's pushing them in, and then the sack closes, and it's relatively small. For as much gold as you handed to him, the sack fits in his hand.
I'm guessing another bag.
I've got one of those too. As Carl pulls out the barely held together bag of holding that shakes in his hand as he's holding it. See? I made it.
Good for you. Well, what you'll find in the Harvester's Kit are enchanted blades for dissecting creatures that have some sort of innate magical ability, and this enchantment, while specific, is somewhat mundane. It will allow you to harvest a creature without interfering with any sort of magical properties that are within the creature and required to be whole. We require uh, peace for any sort of arcane or alchemical study, or leatherworking for that matter.
Shadows gonna pull
But
out the arm bone like this.
now, what's that from?
Chimera.
Ah, the chimera arm bone isn't necessarily what someone might be going for.
We
Chimera
got some scales
paws.
too.
Scales neither. A chimera head, the dragon head, the lion head, the lion's paws, the tail. Those things might be of interest.
Well, a couple of the heads got smashed.
That's unfortunate. So, he surmises that, and I'll go more in depth at the beginning of next session, but we'll end it right here.
Sure.
What he will do for you during this training session that'll last for the next 4 hours is that with the kit, you'll be able to harvest. You'll be able to harvest from monsters. Depending on the monster, there are different difficulties on harvesting certain material.
Sure.
Within the kit is a relatively small bag of holding. So, like, your bag of holding is able to hold upwards of 500 pounds. This small bag of holding is able to hold up to 75 pounds and is able to expand out to around 2-foot diameter.
Oh.
It's a relatively small version of it, and that he mentions to you if you guys are interested in something larger for either a bigger beast or having better carry weight in the future, that would have to be made for you specifically, and it would be most likely costlier than the kit that you bought.
Sure.
He also mentions to you that there are certain allocations for monsters in the world, whether they be giants, monstrosities, beasts, dragons, things of that nature. And that when you're trying to determine what can be and needs to be harvested, you need to, I believe the term is assess the creature, which is a particular check that you need to make. I think it's an intelligence-based check, but the modifier as to like whether or not it's religion or arcana or history or something along those lines
okay.
would change. Also, in terms of harvesting, would be a dexterity-based check with whatever proficiency value you have in the subsequent field that monster required for the assessment. So, for example, a dragon. If you wanted to harvest dragon claws, right?
Right.
A dragon is its own field and would require, I believe, like an arcana check to assess what is harvestable. When harvesting, it would be a dexterity check plus what your arcana value.
Okay.
With proficiency, assuming you're proficient. I believe so. I'll take a second look, and I'll be more forthright with the definitions next session.
Okay.
But that is where we'll leave off today.
That sounds fun.
All right.
Well, that's neat. We all get to be witchers.
Not me, but I'm gonna do some crazy shit once I get my axe.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
So Joe, did you realize what was going on in the?
I didn't want you to kill me because I know you have a bad history with cats.
If you didn't turn around and leave, I was gonna do something.
Mm-hmm.
So while you were starting to do checks and everything, I sent Andrew a private message.
Plethora.
Yeah,
A
I was like,
plethora of private messages.
I'm just standing there.
Here, let me.
Straight stop moving.
So like, I was like, I don't want anything bad to happen, and also, I'm a cat. I don't care.
I was half about to tell Andrew that I just waited with my mouth open, like those like, and just see if you walk in.
If that had happened, I would have turned into Spore Cap immediately and broken your jaw.
That would have been a very, very fun interaction. But all right, everybody. If we are done for the night.